Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a review video for the Colar Solar 1000 Pro power station that I already promised. So I've been using this for the past 3 weeks now, and I want to tell you what I feel about this product so far and how it has served me and how it has not. So to start off with, I'm going to talk about the major limitation I found on this about this product is the output power. It's just 300 watts. That's 300 watts of output. So you cannot really use it to power appliances that you have that need a lot of current, like you can power your blender, even toasters. Some toasters are above this. The use case for this power station is actually very limited, and that's kind of understandable because it has more to do with charging your phones, your laptop. The target audience for this are students in school areas that just have to charge their phone, their laptop, maybe a small television, power bank, things as such. So that's the target audience for this power station, which is why it has that limitation of 300 watts. So let's talk about it in more details. So aside from the fact that it's not meant for heavy appliances, this power station, as you can see, is not a premium power station or a rugged one. So it's not really meant for camping and all of that. This is actually for home use. That's why it has um all plastic. Just the feel tells you this is not strong enough to endure any harsh environment, any outdoor usage. So this is actually meant for home use. So it doesn't feel premium, it doesn't feel rugged, it's just utilitarian, just meant to serve a purpose and built around serving that purpose. And being a budget power station, it has a lot of limitations, or let's say sacrifices, that the manufacturer has made in order to keep the price of this product low. Okay, so I'm going to start off by talking about the weight and the portability of the device in general. The official weight that's on the spec sheet is 8.26 kilograms, which is not much on paper, but carrying it around, I feel, is somewhat on the heavy side. But then size wise is actually very very compact. I actually put this in my backpack to carry it around, and you wouldn't even know that I have something like this in the bag. That's It's actually very small. I look at the size, you can see more like it's not even up to 30 cm, it's about 25 cm in length. For the indicators on this power station, it doesn't have any LED screen, so it actually relies on 4 indicators up here. I don't know if you can see it, just 4 indicators and a single button for turning it on and off. So these indicators will tell you the battery percentage, 175, 50, 25, and that. And when it comes to ports, like ports, it actually has quite a few. So this is the charging port for the AC charging. This is the ST connector for your solar panel if you want to use solar, because you can use both direct current and alternating current. That's your solar panel and your regular lights, gen or nepa. So as for the output, it has just two sockets here, which you can see just the regular wall sockets but fitted onto the power station. There is no USB-C option, there is no type C, there is no USB, there is no other way for you to like use it to charge your phone, which is one of the sacrifices that the manufacturers actually had to make to keep the price low, within the range of or the price range that students can actually afford it. So it has none of those ports, just two AC output for you. So as for the charging or input, like I already said, is this solar and your regular lights. Whichever option you choose to use, whether you're using solar or you're just plugging it to the main grid, it has 200 watts input. That's it can't exceed 200 watts charging. That's 200 watts maximum, which is actually weird because the manufacturers are actually selling it more like alongside, or they also have other products which they also market alongside this, which are a 320 watt solar panel and a 520 watt solar panel. And while the product itself has input of just 200 watts, and they're selling solar panels that are actually more than double that capacity. I don't know how they got to such decisions, or maybe you just to actually make sure that you can still get 200 watts charging capacity even when the sun is not really up in the sky or is a cloudy day. So to turn it off, you just hold this button like I did when I wanted to turn it on, and it just goes off. So for the charging, this product actually supports pass through charging or bypass charging, which one you call it. So what it means that when you plug this, when it's charging and you plug something else here on the output, it doesn't charge whatever you plugged here from the battery. It's going to bypass the battery that's charging and take power directly from the charging source to power whatever you plugged in, instead of using that same battery. Which, for devices that don't have this feature, if you don't know the importance of it, if a device doesn't have this feature, what it means is that the battery gets to charge and discharge at the same time, which is going to quickly increase the number of cycles, that is the charge discharge cycles the battery has, which means that the battery is going to end up degrading very very or much quicker than it would be. Okay, so what that means is that without the bypass charging feature, um, the battery will actually degrade faster than it would with the same feature on the same product. From the practical use, like from my usage of this power station, it takes about 4 hours and 20 minutes to actually go from 0 to 100. That's using AC charging, not solar panels, to go from 0 to 100%. And as for discharge, using it let's say moderate to heavy use with my laptop and two phones on a normal usage, it took about 2 days, exactly 2 days actually. That's 48 hours to run this power station down, which I think is actually quite good, especially if you pair it up with any of the solar panels. As a student in school, 300,000 for this, and under 165 or 90,000 depending on the panel you want, and you pair it up with this, which means if you pair up a panel with this as a student in school, should be able to serve you. So no matter how sunny the day is, you're going to get an all-round power from this power station paired up with the solar panel. When it comes to noise that the fan makes, actually has two fans. So sometimes when you are charging it, when the device is getting hot, not like it gets hot for you, it doesn't get hot outside, but inside it has a temperature reader, that's a thermometer to check when the device is getting hot. And when the device is about to get hot, the fans turn on and they run for maybe 2 to 5 minutes and then they go off again, so just like that on interval. So it has two fans. It has one fan here and another fan there, and four vents, as you can see, four vents. So it draws in air from these two sides, then puts out air from these two sides to keep the device cool. So whenever it's heating up, even in usage too, as you usually charge your phone or laptop, if you once it gets a little hot, the fans will turn on and cool the device down. And these fans, when they're actually on, they're actually noisy, especially if you're somebody that if you are doing something that doesn't need the noise, you're making a video, you have to keep the device further away from you. If it's close to you, it's going to actually be noisy enough to be heard on the video. So another issue I find with it is the indicators. They're not very accurate. So it's going to stay on the fourth indicator that is telling you 100% for much longer than it should. And then after a long while, you're going to get down to 75. That's three LEDs light, three LEDs on, and then two, before you know it, it's off. So don't be deceived if you're using it and you see it's still full, still showing you four lights. That doesn't mean it's full. The indicator is actually not working properly. So for the practical usage, like what's the actual capacity? Subtracting inefficiencies, that's factoring inefficiencies, charging and discharging. What's the true capacity of this power station? For the true capacity of this power station, I've not actually measured for that. That's to factor in the charge and discharge inefficiencies. So this is a short-term review for the product. So I'm going to use it for months more, and by then I will actually get to properly measure and be able to tell you exactly how much power this power station does hold. I know I already mentioned the price, but we have not actually discussed that officially. So I got this for 300,000 naira. So depending on the vendor, it can be 320, maybe under 300. I don't know, because I know one vendor told me 320. So it could be any amount, maybe between 280 and 350, depending on the vendor or which part of the country you are in. So who is this power station for? From the features it does have and the limitations, it's just perfect for students. That's if you're going to pair it up with a solar panel, or maybe you have lights in your area but it's not really steady. you can use this to back it up without any solar panels. So if you're a student, a bachelor or a sprinter, you're just living alone, probably in a room, you don't have many appliances, just your phone, your laptop, you're a tech person, that's you just need to power your phone and your laptop, and that's all you want. So this will be a good option for you. But if you're looking to power your refrigerator, watch your television, this is not what you should get. You should be looking for something that is actually more capable.